Nope, I don't want to see chat. I don't want to see chat. Hmm. Kind of a wonky setup we got going on. We're going live right now, right? Heck yeah, we are. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. We're going to be watching the Sword and Shield Direct. This will be nuts. Gotta make sure my volume's all the way up so then I can hear them. Because I know Twitch is a little bit different than like when we're playing Until Dawn or listening to music on TCG. Might as well play some music. Here we go. You guys are seeing my entire... This is my playlist, in case you were wondering. How's the music? Music is not overpowering, but you can hear it. There we go. This is Mirror B. He's a classic. Ba-dum-bum-bum, so yeah, welcome. This is the unofficial Nintendo Direct stream. I should tweet that we're live. Oh my goodness, what are you doing, Jake? Nintendo Direct and chill? That's what I'm thinking. Honestly, like, this is probably Pokemon XD music is probably the most memorable music to me, aside from like the original Red and Blue, because it's like, I don't know, like, listen to this. It's just, it's a wonderful noise. It's a wonderful sound. Once the direct actually starts, I'll take away the music, so then you guys can hear what's going on in the direct. Oh man, but trying to think like what I hope to see in this Nintendo Direct. I hope that we see what the new thing is. So like every generation, the last couple generations have had something of their own. So like X and Y and that generation had Mega Evolutions, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon had Z moves. That's what they're called. So I'm hoping that this has something. Now, if you've seen the leaks, some of them are pretty exciting. One of the ones that I'm really into is the 3-on-3 gym leader battles. So basically, like, you know, I come in with 6 Pokemon. It's like in the Pokemon Evolutions. If you ever watch that, where Brock, when he sees Ash come in, he just chooses like 1 or 2 of his Pokemon, and he's got like a whole rack of them. Like, to me, that's way more exciting. Because you could, I mean, it could also bring up the idea of bringing in different Pokemon. So let's say I'm facing Brock, and in his lineup he's got a Sandshrew, a Geodude. Oh, thank you, me bot, for saying that we're live. So there's like Sandshrew, there's Geodude, there's Onix, Roggenrola, I guess. I'm running out of grass Pokemon to think, or ground Pokemon to think of. And so we got those 4, and so you do a 3-on-3. Well, if I bring in, I don't know, if I bring in Squirtle, right? If there's a water Pokemon in my lineup, it automatically takes away the weakest Pokemon. So I think that's like Geodude. So you go like Sandshrew, Onix, and Roggenrola. But if I bring in a fire Pokemon, you take away Onix, and you have Sandshrew, Geodude, Roggenrola. Like, kind of just, it doesn't have to be exactly like that. It can be a little bit more complex and a little less easier, I guess, for the player. But I'm overthinking that Pokemon is too easy. Like, I truly thought X and Y was too easy, and then I realized, you know, all Pokemon games are easy. You know, because if you're going through and you're finding the strongest Mons, okay, and you're leveling them up to a crazy high, yeah, it's going to be easy because you're overpowered. Now, if I go through the game with Butterfree, Meowstic, like, it's a lot harder. My second playthrough, so I did 2 playthroughs of the X and Y generation. I did 1 through X and then 1 through Y. The first time I went through X, thought it was way too easy. Didn't touch it for a while. Then touched Y, played it over again, and I tried to pick, like, I can't remember my exact lineup. Do I have it right here? I don't have it. So I had Esper in there. I had Esper. Wait, maybe I have it on my laptop. Make sure if you're coming in, you want me to say hi. Just come in and say hi. I'll say hi back. Oh, yeah. Because I have a Hall of Fame document. I keep track of all the Hall of Fame teams that I have. Wait for it to load. Friend was texting me if I was watching the direct. Of course. I'd be crazy if I didn't. Oops. The document is over here. Man, we're just awaiting. But okay, so my Y, I had Chestnut, Yveltal, obviously, because it's a legendary. I had Golurk, Aurora, Blastoise, and Meowstic. Now, truthfully, I didn't want Charizard. Let's see, that one. Yeah, that one took like 3 more hours than my X team. So my X team was Sableye, Heliolisk, Greninja, Xerneas, Aggron, and Charizard. Wow, they were superior. They were severely underleveled compared to, well, not severely, but it's a gap. So like my X and Y team's levels, Sableye was 59, Heliolisk was 60, Greninja was 64, Xerneas 62, Aggron 59, Charizard 67. It's kind of weird. But then when I played Y, Chestnut 73, Yveltal 72, Golurk 71, Aurora 72, Blastoise 72, and Meowstic 72. Absolutely wonky. I'll tell you right now, I'm Team Grookey. Grookey gang. I think he's the cutest little monkey ever. Although Sobble, you know, I feel like it's very common for people to be like, either really like Sobble or Grookey. And they're like, Scorbunny's not bad, it's just that a crying monkey and, a crying water plush thing, and then a monkey banging on a rock is a lot cuter than a bunny with tape on its nose. Which I could see. But I could see, I don't think Scorbunny's going to be like a Finnegan, where it's a little bit more feminine. I think Scorbunny's evolution. I think if I had to choose one, Sobble is going to be kind of the feminine evolution. And I think it would kind of throw people off guard. But hopefully that we can get shinies. I just hope for kind of like an interesting story. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games. To begin,
Oh my gosh, you can't see
please
it.
take a look at this video.
Game footage not final. Did he always have yellow tape on his nose? That green dinosaur looks so cool. Oh my gosh, they're out in the world. They're overworld. Whoa. Three against one? That was cool. Whoa, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. What on earth? Yeah, this is like real anime battling. That looks like the champion. He had a Charizard.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
What did you think of the video? Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you around the world, right here from Game Freak's offices where development is underway. You can take on the role of the main character, who resides in the Galar region. After choosing Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on an adventure to become the champion. Your journey will take you through vast and lush grasslands, towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together, and many other locations filled with rich personality.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region. Stadiums across the Galar region are frequently filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and challengers.
That's honestly one of my favorite parts.
The excitement of these battles is often broadcast on television in the Galar region as well. The most exciting part of visiting a new region is, of course, encountering Pokemon that you've never seen before. To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand it over to James, the art director on these games.
Hey, Jamie. Hello, I'm James Turner from Game Freak. I worked as the art director for these games. There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them.
Please.
The first Pokemon I'd like to show you is Wooloo.
Mareep.
This Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur. which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region.
Does
who
it
use
evolve
to
in a
craft
Furfrou?
popular specialty goods. This Pokemon here is Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon. Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and its pollen is said to have healing properties. This next Pokemon is called Dreadnought, the bite Pokemon. The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off chunks of rock and iron. Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers. This Pokemon that can be seen flying steadily through the sky is called Corviknight.
That's
It
cooler
puts
than
its
any
skills to
Pidgey that
use
we've ever
when
had.
working as a flying taxi, which will take the player back to any town he or she has previously visited. As many of you already know, some Pokemon can evolve, changing their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon. When Gossifleur evolves,
Whoa, big head.
it becomes Eldegoss. As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon. That's all I can show you this time.
Oh, you're
There are
lying.
lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover. Of course, you can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with. I hope you're as excited as
only
we
showed
are
one
to
Kanto
encounter the
Pokemon.
amazing
Well, two
variety
if you
of
count
Pokemon
Charizard.
that inhabit the Galar region.
Meeting lots of Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure. And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild Area.
Is it
This
wild?
wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear depending on where you are and what the weather is like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day. Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon. Search far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes, for you never know what you might find. In certain locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it incredible strength. This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed by trainers and their Pokemon. For more details, I would like to turn it over to Iwao, the planning director for the games.
Not a fan of this.
Hi, I'm Iwao from Game Freak and the planning director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles. Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size, but also boost
Max
their power.
Knuckle?
All the moves they know turn into powerful max moves. Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it. Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about? If you connect to other players, you'll find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in which 4 Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon. In Max Raid Battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle, so coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon. If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence.
Oh, so it's like Pokemon Go.
The Pokemon that you can take on in max raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon are
And
some that can
weather.
only be caught after you defeat them in max raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
Max Raid battles feature strategic cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games. It's going to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together. You can
Local?
also connect with other players over the internet to enjoy playing with other trainers from all around the globe.
I like that.
So I hope
That's
you'll
good.
try Max Raid battles with all sorts of other players.
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter on your adventure. This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon. In a region where Pokemon battles are so
What's up with
widely
your beard?
enjoyed, his undefeated record in official matches is all the more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of
Charizard's
Galar.
not that big.
The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals. His name is Hop. Hop dreams to one day become champion just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal. His journey through the Galar region begins on the same day as
Rotom
yours.
Dex?
On your journey, you and Hop will receive a great deal of support from these two characters. Professor Magnolia is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon. Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant. Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure.
That was a weird image.
Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region. You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed. The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to
Oh,
counter
poor
them
Grookey.
with some of your own. Battles between two Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak. Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you. This is the Grass-type expert, Milo.
I like Milo.
This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey. Look forward to facing many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your adventure.
We've shown off quite a bit today, but I have one more video I would like you to see. Please take a look.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. There's two of them. That was cool.
The
I
two
like
Pokemon
them.
you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta.
Zamazenta. I love that name.
Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
I hope you enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct. Of course, what we revealed today is just a small part of what you will find in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. There are many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover in the Galar region.
We're putting everything we've got here at Game Freak into making Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield a game that everyone around the world will enjoy.
Please look forward to it!
Oh, that was good.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak. Finally, I would like to announce the release date. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be
November
available
15th.
on November 15th, 2019 as a global simultaneous release. And starting today, you can pre-order a special double pack. Stay tuned for more information.
Double
I
pack.
hope you will look forward to your new Pokemon adventure in the Galar region. Thank you for watching.
Hashtag Pokemon Sword Shield. Oh man. Okay. Let me get a pillow for my back. Because I am an old man. Alright. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Sword and Shield. Stop recording. Then what we're going to do is we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. Okay. No, take out the sound. Take out the sound. Okay, when are you starting? When are you starting? About 15 minutes? Oh, okay. So let's kind of look at this a little bit more. Oh, there's my screw up. Okay, so we've got this going. Okay, I can just hit. So I think it's so beautiful already. And that part right there. the knuckle touch, that is probably one of my favorite things. Look at that. This right here makes me want to choose Scorbunny. Because that is adorable. So we're going around. It looks really nice, actually. Let's go back to like the factories and whatnot. Okay, so we got this region. I would assume that this is like the trainer school. Because look, you've got kind of this mat right here. Although we do look like we might have a trainer right here, or he might like introduce us to what this is. There's a little back porch. There's some stuff going on back here. That might be more of the region if you go along this way. Then we've got this place. This is Big Diglett. Maybe, no, we wouldn't see a lowland Diglett. We would see Kanto Diglett. Or OG Diglett. And then right here, this is the factory part. So this is kind of nice. I don't know what this says. And then this, Sonia and Professor Magnolia. Yeah, look, so this is a new encounter style. So I think like, so in Sun and Moon you had the little like black ball run around in circles and then you ran into it. I think this is kind of that same concept of, you know, you find a Pokemon in the grass, an exclamation point pops up and you run to it. Apparently you got to run to it pretty quickly. And then these Pokemon, I love I love this Pokemon. This is Wolio, I think. But I absolutely love it. Sorry, I'm kind of just looking around. Oh, wait. Go back. So I saw that it was Route 1. Which Pokemon was it on Route 1 that we think we see? So kind of a lighter. Okay, so I think we're going to find I think we're gonna find Dana. I think that was his name. I think. Oh well, you can't see my face. But anyways, I think we're gonna find Dana. In Route 1, which is crazy. Sobble, you have my heart. Team Sobble, look at him so happy. There you got some trainers. Woo. So we've got Underground right here. I wonder how many Pokemon you find in here. Or if you like go against them on the walls, like something like this. You know, you find one against the wall and then you encounter it. This one is kind of like an ice region. That would be, so if you're looking at the map, it would be like up here. Because the map is pretty much linear. So you got, this is like a beach. What the heck? An ice beach? So we have a, oh my gosh, this bird. It's just nuts. Was that a grass move? That is a beautiful picture. So this right here, to me, looks like the Pokemon League. Where, what's his name is? That to me, I think, is where it's gonna happen. Yeah, and then when you see Pokemon in the overworld, so there's like Wobbuffet, Beware, Wild Beware. I believe in Sun and Moon it was just Stuffle. You couldn't find a Beware. But I could be wrong. Then we got some other guys, some Snowrunts. Now, obviously, for a majority of them, they're going to show the previous gens because they don't want to disclose too many Pokemon. So, it's not terrible. I don't think they're going to overload on Gen 1. I think they're definitely going to hit you with it. Tyranitar. If we see Tyranitar in the wild, I will flip my lid. Look at that big hunking guy. You can see it, Milotic. Oh my gosh, I've never had a Milotic. If I see one in the wild, I will freak. So we can, what? So I'm interested. What if you could like get berries? Okay, so like they showed us getting berries right here. Okay, so you shake them from the tree and whatnot, and then you'll whistle. And I wonder if it's going to be like that. I wonder if you get berries and then you whistle and like Pokemon can be like, huh? And like come over to you. So those are the raid battles. It looks like they're pretty common. So look at that. In this one spot. So this is probably like the same route. There's 3. But I also wonder if they just like randomly spawn in the game. That would be pretty interesting in my opinion. If they just kind of spawned randomly, because I felt like if they were like this and they were just in that one spot the whole time, it wouldn't be impressive in my opinion. So it looks like there is character customization. You got your square backpacks for the boys. The girls have backpacks, which is nice. It's kind of like a purse that morphs into a backpack. This guy over here looks pretty fly, except for his hat. I'm not a fan, but I like her hat. I hope it's not all like sock hats. Hope there's like regular hats, because that's me. But no, I wasn't a fan of this at the beginning. Then kind of learning a little bit more about it when they described like, you know, only once per battle, which is fine. It's like Mega Evolutions, but it only lasts 3 turns. That is incredibly cool. So it looks like you bring them back. You use your wrist thing. You use your wrist. I wonder if this is going to like, you know how we get Rotom in the very beginning with the Pokédex? I wonder if this is going to be in the very beginning as well, because you use it in the first gym we saw it happen in the first gym. But that kind of reminds me, that animation right there of throwing the giant Pokeball reminds me of Breath of the Wild when Link throws the bomb. So he's like, "Hup." That's what that reminds me of. But yeah, I want to know what there's like the little dirt things above it. But yeah, and then you can catch them, which is cool. I wonder if I assume everybody has a chance. So it is like raid battles in Pokemon Go, where it's like you attack something, and then once it's done, you all can catch it. I think that would be a really cool idea. And since it would be a 4-on-1, because you can have 4 trainers at one time, so 4 Pokemon versus 1, I assume it's going to be exactly like Go, where it's like super overpowered. And then once you actually like weaken it and then catch it, it goes to like a normal level. I wonder if it'll become the same level, or if it'll be like in Pokemon Go where they have like raids. So it's like a 1-star raid or a 5-star raid. And I wonder if you'll know that before going into it. I assume you would. But this right here, this is what I really liked about Let's Go, is the stands. And if it's like this, just people cheering, going nuts, like, I really enjoy that. Milo, I like Milo. But yeah. So we can use it right away in the first gym. And super typical that this guy has a Charizard. Like super, super predictable. He's instantly a very likable guy because Charizard's like one of the most beloved Pokemon ever. Charizard is not as big as I thought. Go back kind of to the start. So there's our guy. There's Grookey. And then if you like Scorbunny, there's Scorbunny. And then if you want Sobble, there's Sobble. He's like, oh. Wait. This is the house that had the gym in the beginning, right? So now it's got a field? What? I'm confused. So look, here's another. So I assume like Pokemon, well, they said like battling is the entertainment of the region. So I would assume this would be like your typical American basketball court. So like a lot of Americans have like a hoop in their backyard. I think this is the equivalent. I think battling is the equivalent to our basketball, which is why the entertainment value is so high apparently in the Galar region. But this is nice old flower shop. I wonder if this will be the Pokemart. I don't know what this says. So I would love to transcribe it, but I can't. But that was nice, little Budu there. This is obviously where the gym is. These gyms have like this logo on them, so this would be like a metal gym, I would assume, because of all the gears turning. That's why not? I kind of want a why not emote. I think I do. I think I want a why not emote. Nice lighthouse. Pancham. That was a cool move. Woodhammer? That couldn't have been Woodhammer, because that was a Grookey. Unless they hacked their own game. Which they could have. I don't know. But yeah, going into the gym. I really like this aspect of the camera as well, because it kind of gives it more of a like popular feel. So like I do like in like Let's Go where it will change cameras to like view you or the opponent's Pokemon. But this idea of like a real sporting event, just like camera going around constantly, and it's not just like a cut, zoom out, cut, zoom out. It's like a rotator with a little bit of zoom in. I don't know. It has a lot more of a sports vibe to it to me. Okay. Oh yeah, and he's drawing Pikachu, yada yada. Hello, Sir Woolio or Woolo. I love this Pokemon. I'm catching it. I don't know. See, like this to me almost looks like Furfrou. Because if you've got oops, I forgot I'm not actually on Google. So images, Furfrou. So like it's like Furfrou where it has the it has this, you know? I assume it's not Furfrou, but that's like what it reminds me of. I'm sure it has its own evolution line. It's adorable. Look at it hopping around. This Pokemon is cool. This is going to be like our Caterpie, I would think. This is the Caterpie of the route, the basic bug Pokemon. Gossifleur. Gossifleur. It almost sounds French. Woolo. Gossifleur. And then this one is Dreadnought. Dreadnought is nuts. I'm pretty sure this is a Route 1 Pokemon. Because we saw earlier that it had like the same kind of background or like matte style. But yeah, but this bird, I said like Pidgey earlier, but I think this is more of like the Skarmory Corviknight. I think this is more of like the Skarmory. This wouldn't surprise me if like this was a no evolution, this was it. But also this right here I think confirms that there are no HMs still. Just like in Sun and Moon, you know, you can have Pokemon that do that situation for you. Although the way that they made it seem, so in Sun and Moon, they had the receiver where like, so like I would fly away on a Charizard, but I didn't actually like have a Charizard. This makes it seem like you have to catch this Pokemon in order to fly. Which I assume it's going to be like any other bird Pokemon, which honestly, it's kind of crappy, but it also promotes like investing more time into the game. So people playing it a lot more, you know, I gotta catch this Pokemon, you know, for flying. So then it increases like, you know, maybe you encounter a shiny, maybe you encounter a more rare Pokemon on that route. So it's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. It just depends on how many different Pokemon can have that ability to fly, and then also if that works with Surf, you know, Strength. Can my Dana, I think was his name, can that bite Pokemon like use Strength, or does it use Rock Smash because it eats rocks? Will the bug Pokemon be able to use Cut? Like, it's interesting. Like, would this Pokemon not be able to use Cut? So it goes back to like HMs, but you don't need to actually teach it to it. It's just an ability, like it just knows. I would be interested to see that. Which I don't, again, I don't think I would really mind, because I'm gonna invest a lot of time in. But the evolution, so we see the big head evolution. Look at his fat head. So it's not like your typical basic bug Pokemon where it knows Harden. Again, thinking back to like Kakuna and Caterpie and Metapod. So I assume it's a 3-stage. But there's a Growlithe, so there's Growlithe. People like Growlithe. Inkay, when I first got it, in Pokemon, like, I came into the game with, like, no spoilers, no, like, pre-information. And so I got Inkay, and I had it for a while, and I never knew to flip the Pokédex, or to flip my 3DS upside down. So I never knew. There's Axew. I wonder what the pseudo legendary will be in this game. Be interesting. I highly doubt that we'll find out before the game. So that was really, actually, let's go back to that. See if we can see anything in there. I don't really see anything. I'm interested about this rock. I mean, it's just so big. It's got to have something. It almost looks like there's a cave right there. You know, it could be like a house. Some Butterfree and Stuffle. Got a nice old Snorlax in a snowy region. This is probably like the ice part. A Jellicent. Got the nice Rhydon and Golurk with some Ghastlies. I love that Steelix is just like going. You know, I honestly, not gonna lie, I thought Steelix was like Onix, where it just kind of slithered on the ground, but no, it's in the air, floating. So that was a bit of a twist. This almost looks like to me that these are two different regions. You know, like these are two different cities, which would be kind of fascinating, because that means that you'd be able to see all the different things. So like in Breath of the Wild, you know, you can stand on one tower and you can look and you can see another tower. So like having that capability, I think, would be interesting. So then you can better see, like, oh, maybe I should go this direction. You know, it doesn't like guarantee anything. But this camera feature I really like. That's a male Butterfree, I think, because you can tell because of, I believe it's these spots. I don't know why it's like pertinent information, but just something that I thought was cool. So you can sneak around too. I wonder if you can sneak, and that's how you find certain Pokemon in the overworld. Shake, shake, shake. We keep seeing this same spot again. So like this little castle city, and then so this is probably, this might be like mid game. So there's the entrance. I don't think we've really seen the entrance before. Dynamax. That's what the big battling is called. Kind of cool that, so okay, I want to pause it right there. So Thunderbolt, Light Screen, Break, Quick Attack, but then the Dynamax. So you get like, is that the same? It's the same PP. I know we can't really see it because of my freaking camera, but like the Quick Attack is the same to Max Strike. So essentially, I think it is like Z moves, where like different types have like more than one Z move, and they have different abilities. So I guess this is in that same concept. Again, I want to know what this is. What are these? Is this going to signify like the amount of turns? So like there's 3 of them. There's one right here, there's one right here, and there's one kind of behind his ear. Yeah, see right there, 3 of them. So I wonder if this signifies like how many turns you have left. So like when I first put them up, okay, I've got 3 left. After my first turn, okay, one of these goes away. I have 2 left, 2 turns. Because he said you have only 3 turns. So this looks like, that looked like right there. This is the competitive arena or online arena. Who are these? Oh, these are us. Those are the two people battling. Really showing the Gyarados and Raichu. Boom. And then he shrinks. So also one thing to note, just because like Raichu and Gyarados are in the game and like a whole bunch of these Pokemon from different generations, especially like Raichu, you know, we haven't seen any game footage of like a Pikachu or a Raichu in the overworld. So it could be because if you remember not too long ago, what day was it? The Pokemon press conference on the 28th of March, they talked about how there's going to be like a Pokemon bank. I can't remember what exactly it's called. But you'll be able to transfer 3DS, so your Sun and Moons, over to Sword and Shield. You'll be able to transfer Let's Go into Sword and Shield, and you'll be able to transfer Pokemon Go into Sword and Shield. So it could be like that. You may not be able to find a Pikachu in the overworld, and you know, the different Pokemon that are being shown in battles, especially by regular trainers, some of them might not be actual Pokemon that you can find in the game, which is kind of an interesting thought in my opinion. So that is cool. I like this. Oh, so this is the one that's out more. What the heck? This looks like the structural integrity. I don't think makes a lot of sense in this, but who am I to question? It's Pokemon. This looks like, so I mentioned earlier the tower, like you could stand on one tower and see another tower. This looks like the one that was in the back, I believe. So a lot of different regions you can go to. Then the max raids, which I think are really cool. So you get a Weavile. Max raid battle. Good, yeah. So like you may not see, we haven't seen a Trapinch or an Esper. You know, they might not be in the wild. We've seen Beware and Stuffle, and then we saw Golurk in one of the frames. So just something to keep in mind, because those were full evolutions. Those were final stage evolutions for those lines. So that might be something to think about. And then you can catch, obviously. Little Beware with the Rocket Punch. Weavile is weak. Throw a Pokeball now. I wonder if one person... I wonder if... So it talked about that only one person can use the Duramax. Was that what it's called? I don't remember. Can use the Super Max, whatever. Evolution. I don't even know what to call it. I'm having a brain fart. But one person can only do the super size per battle. So does that mean that the whatchamacallit, so does that mean that one person can only throw that Pokeball? Because it showed like you, and then there's all your friends, unless, you know, everybody has this same option thing. Although you were way in the back because you were the one that's supersized. So I'm interested to see how that works. Is it one person catches it for all? I assume everybody gets the Pokemon because everyone takes part. There's a Dugtrio. Quagsire? Oh god, Quagsire, the god Pokemon. It's a scary force in TCG if you're not ready for it. Oh yeah, there's your rival. And there, I like the rival. I mean, again, I said this earlier. I think that's not the rival. That's the champion. I think it's typical that he has a Charizard, but there's your rival. Seems kind of cool. I kind of want him to be a little bit of a jerk. I miss the old Gary days where you like naturally just want to beat your rival. But I'll probably be fine. I like Tao. Yeah, Leon with his Charizard. Rare. Yeah, see Charizard looks bigger in this picture. But then right here, he didn't look that big. What is the cannon height? Yeah, look at that. Charizard compared to human. Charizard compared to human. I don't even know. Size discrepancies in the Pokemon anime. Charizard. Charizard are usually they're only 5'7". At about Ash's Charizard is 7 feet tall. So a canon regular Charizard is 5'7". So this guy's got to be like 6 foot. He's tall. No, he's got to be like 7 foot. So this Charizard is 5'7". 6 feet is 5'12". This guy's got to be at least 6'7". This guy's a monster. This guy's huge. Oh man. Then Hop. I don't know how big Hop is. I kind of like how their mouths move when they talk. I don't think they'll have voice actors still. Okay, so this is Rotom Dex. So let's assume that you can still use the Rotom functions like the Rotom Hatch, the Rotom Bargain, things like that. Professor Magnolia, so they went from trees to flowers. And then Sonia. Professor Magnolia seems pretty cool. Like the Queen of England. And then Sonia. Everybody's gonna waifu Sonia. I already know this. Look at that. I mean, they literally have her twirling her hair. And she has very pretty eyes. But just like in Until Dawn, Sam is our waifu. Can't bail on Sam. So it looks like you have jerseys. This looks like a legit jersey. And I don't know if that's going to be like a customization thing that's going on. And it looks like he's got a glove right there. It's almost like a brace. But we know that's his Duramax or his Super Size Me evolution bracelet. But yeah, that's that. I mean, it's the first gym, he said, and it's Milo. But yeah, it's like I like how they've made gym battles an event, just like how it is in like the anime and stuff, like the Pokemon League. It's not just like someone's waiting; they're just sitting there and they're like, "Oh, cool, gym league," or someone's here to challenge me. It's like, it's a huge sign up and then it's a big event. Like, it doesn't happen all the time. It might happen every so often, but not all the time. Milo. He's got no nose. Where's his nose? He doesn't have a nose. That's kind of... Oh, I guess if you turn the camera, he's got a little itty bitty nose. So we're nearing the end. Oh, this was cool. So there's, oh god, I forget his name, but it's a nice name. Cha. But yeah, this, wow. It's not game footage, right? Yeah, not actual game footage. I was like, it looks way too good. But it's a beautiful little production. This almost looks like that they fight each other. Yeah, it almost looks like that they fight each other after that interaction. But then this one right here, it looks like that they're friends. But then I assume this is where, like, the disturbances, the rival, or the big chicken, whatever that might be. I love him. I'm definitely gonna do my playthrough of Pokemon Shield, not Pokemon Sword. But November 15th, I have to mark my calendar. I can't remember how they said this. How did they say this? Do I have the volume on for the... I do not.
Back legendary Pokemon of the Galar region called
Zacian,
and Zamazenta.
Zamazenta. Zabazenta is going to be mine. For sure. Look at him. He's so pretty.
I love that name.
Look forward to discovering for your
Zabazenta. Okay. And so it doesn't surprise me that they didn't talk about the bad guys. It was leaked that the bad guys were going to be Team Independence. Which I don't think the leak had any context about what that meant by independence. But I'm going to assume that it's like, it almost sounds like, because it's a region that's based around Britain. That, wait, was there other Pokemon? No, that's the bug, and there's its evolution, and there's the bird. So nothing new there. Was that it? I think that was it. Oh yeah, so November 15th, mark your calendars. Really cool box art, honestly. And then this right here, this is interesting because I don't think they've ever done this before, where you can buy both of them at one time. Which really makes me think that, so usually in the games there's like minute differences. Obviously your legendaries, but your storyline doesn't change, and there's only a couple Pokemon that are missing. This makes me think that there are big changes between the two. So like it could maybe include weather. So like how in Sun and Moon, the time was flipped between the two, so it was like a 12-hour difference. Something like that could be implemented in these games. It could be that there are big differences between the Pokemon because also of that weather. So like, instead of Geodude in a region, you're going to find Roggenrola. Or maybe not even between like old generations, between the new ones. So like, it could, so like, I'm only comparing it to Kanto because, we don't know many of the Pokemon in this region. But if you think like Caterpie and Weedle, you may only find the Caterpie in Sword and only the Weedle in Shield. So it could be something like that where there's a lot of differences of the Pokemon. And so that's why they promote this double pack, especially for the people that want to complete the decks, the national decks. So there's that possibility. But I think I'll probably buy it, honestly. We could go check it out actually right now about how much it is. Sword and Shield. And so yeah, that was it. So Let's actually go. Pokemon Sword and Shield. PolygonSwordShield.com. Pre-order. Whoa, this is cool that you can do this. The cast. Main character Leon Hop, Professor Magnolia, Sonia, the League. The Pokemon League is where trainers compete and hone their skills, challenge gyms. Okay. Pokemon, it shows the Pokemon. Yeah, it shows all of them. Dreadnought. And then you can learn more about it. Oh, so this is a flying and steel type. So this is exactly like Skarmory. Its ability is pressure and unnerve. Okay. Many of them. Oh. Okay. So this is interesting. So this is like your Taxi in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Where nobody, so like you don't catch this Pokemon and then you have the ability to fly. I think it's gonna be this. I think confirms that. Well, it doesn't confirm, but it takes away our theory before. But it might be like Sun and Moon still, where you just like call upon a Pokemon. But pressure 7'3". Wow, this Pokemon is huge, and it's only 165 pounds for a 7'3" steel bird. So that's really cool. We can learn a little bit about Grookey. So its ability is Overgrow. So let's go to here. What's Overgrow? All grass type starter Pokemon have this ability and all. Oh. Instead of boosting, technically boost the Pokemon's attack or special attack by 50% during damage calculation if a grass move is being used. Okay. So that's not bad. Wow, it's 1 foot tall. Look at him. He's like a stick that has special effects. It's gained special powers. Interesting. I like this. I like that we've stumbled upon this website. So Blaze is that same thing, I think, with Fire Pokemon, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. And then I assume Sobble probably has that same ability. So I think Scorbunny obviously is going to be the quickest of the three because it's so fast. It's Fire Sack. Second Heart. Increases heart rate and body temperature. Huh. Okay. Let's go Sobble Torrent. That's the water one, I believe. Yep. It's the water one. It disappears when it touches water. Oh. Tears as potent as 100 onions. Oh, so Sobble, when it cries, it makes others cry. We'll use this distraction as a chance to escape. That's really interesting. What abilities do you have? Cotton Down and Regenerator. I've heard of Regenerator. Well, so I think Cotton Down is going to be a new ability. Okay. And then Regenerator. I assume that all of these have hidden abilities. Restores 1/3 of a Pokemon's maximum HP upon switching out. Okay, I like that. Because it's probably going to be a relatively weak Pokemon. It's grass. It moves with the wind. I like it. Yeah, you have the same. Protects its fur from enemies. So I think this Pokemon's gonna have a higher defense or base defense stat, similar to former generations. So it has Runaway and Fluffy. Is that a new one? Oh no, it's not a new one. Takes half damage from moves that make contact. Oh, Beware has that. Stuffle and Beware. It also takes double damage from fire type moves. Ew. So really, if you choose... So in previous games, the fire Pokemon was not like the easy route, I guess you could say, for the beginning of the game. It looks like it will be. That Scorbunny will be the easy one. Because this is like super effective. I mean, Scorbunny is super effective if it knows Ember. Interesting. What about... Oh yeah, we already looked at Corviknight. What is Unnerve? I've heard of that. I should know what it is. Pokemon are more likely to call for help. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I use that when I try to SOS. And then you are a water and rock Pokemon. Okay. So you have strong jaw and shell armor. So strong jaw is already an ability. Increases the power of Pokemon with biting moves by 50%. Okay. What's the other one? Shell armor. Prevents a crit. Even if it... Okay. Okay, so he can't be crit in some of those situations. But Dreadnought, level 55. So this Pokemon might not evolve. Skills and morals. Trainers will release Dreadnought back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it. Wow, that's weird. Can we look at these legendary Pokemon and their abilities? Attacks so gracefully, can even captivate opponents, sword in its mouth. Its body is covered in what seems to be a shield. So I don't know if we will be able to find out the the Rotom phone. Oh my gosh, it's an iPhone. Any Pokemon that you find or catch during its information registered, these titles will actually be part of your Rotom phone. Is also home to Rotom, so it is like a Rotom Dex. It is a Rotom Dex, except it's also not a Rotom Dex. Okay, so this is the wireless communication. You'll be able to use it right out of the gate. Oh, does he turn into a bike? Or it could just be like, that's the bike. Participate in max raids. Oh, this is such an awesome picture. I love this picture. Pangoro is also menacing. You can face Steenie when it's sunny and Lantern when it's raining. You can team up. You have to have the online Nintendo Switch, which if you have Twitch Prime, you can have it for 12 months, I believe. It stacks on. But if you have Twitch Prime, you can get the Nintendo Switch online for free. So if you haven't renewed that and you don't have Switch online, just because of cost or whatever, wait to get it. Wait to get it until this game releases. So then as soon as you're playing, you get this game, you download it, then you renew your free months, and then you will be able to play with friends or just random people that you know. Because you're probably going to beat the game in 3 months if you're like me. You're probably going to beat it within like the first 2 weeks of owning it. Yeah. Pre-order, can you do the double? Yeah, you can do the double pack. Can you pre-order the double pack? I'm not gonna actually get it right now. I would like to buy the physical, honestly. Yeah, can I not do the double pack? I want to see the double pack. So let's go to GameStop. Just because I have rewards there and I get points, and I've already redeemed my next year for free because I've bought so much stuff there. Sword and shield. Pokemon's okay, so I don't think you can do the double pack yet. This is not up. Oh, they also haven't updated it because this is the old date. The actual date is November 15th. So interesting. Pokemon Sword and Shield double pack. Pre-order from GameSpot. November 15th. Where can you get it? No, I don't want notifications. The double pack. Pre-order bonuses. Right now you get $10 back on your order. Nope. Signing up for the membership is free. So it looks like that there's no information about like what the double pack costs, things like that. Yeah, pricing listings aren't live. Yeah, so personally, because so if you just want to play the game, casually, like a regular person, I don't like saying regular person, but I would go ahead and just buy one of these, whether you want sword or shield, that's your choice. I do not discriminate. Wait, did that say Z moves? Oh, similar to Z moves. Okay. But if you're like me, you want to complete the decks, you want to know everything about it. I plan on streaming. I probably won't stream both games, but I will play Shield on stream. Sword, maybe. Probably once we beat Shield, we'll probably take a little bit of a break, play another game for a little bit, and then go into Sword. That's when I'll play both games and then try to complete like the national decks and things like that and start transferring Pokemon over. I want to beat the games before I transfer over. But that's actually going to be all today. Thank you so much for watching atrocious gameplay. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. It was wonderful seeing you. We will stream later tonight. I'll probably do TCG. It'll kind of be the last stream before I go on my trip, my work trips. So I do want to stream during them, but it'll be a little bit interesting trying to find the time. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you, Twitch, for telling me that I logged in earlier on my email. Y'all don't need to see that, but oh my gosh. Oh yes, there's my work trip. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm going to end stream here shortly. Come on. Thank you. See you guys later. Remember, we're not very good at video games, but we have a fun time playing them.